Hey guys, Jamie Kingdoms, occupational therapist. Hey, I wanted to show you an activity today that can work on some fine motor skills. Just another fun way to hone in on those skills rather than just repeated handwriting. I got this idea from mamaot.com, so I'm just going to demonstrate it and share it with you. So today you will need a paper plate, some markers, a single hole punch, and a shoelace or a string of some sort. All right, so I have my paper plate here, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a face. So we are going to make a face today. So I'm going to take my markers. You can make any sort of face that you want. I'm just going to make kind of a silly face here. So I'm going to draw some eyes, working on those circles, meeting the endpoints together. I'm going to use a dynamic grasp here to color in those eyes. So trying to hold my forearm still and only moving my fingers and a little bit of my wrist. All right, some eyes, and then we got a nose here, maybe some ears. It's a large ear. Okay, and then I'm going to switch colors to make my mouth. So pretty simple, just drawing a face. Now I am using one of the thin plates here, and that will allow me to punch holes in it a little bit easier. So now we're going to punch holes around the top of the plate in order to feed the shoelace through to make some hair. If you want to work on some visual perceptual skills, you could make some dots first on the paper plate, indicating where you are going to punch those holes, and then match that hole punch to that hole. So again, kind of working that visual perception for targeting those spots. So now I'm going to feed my hole punch in. And hole punches are really great. They're great work of your fine motor skills, strengthening that grip in your dominant hand to close that hole punch to make that hole. So I'm just going around the top of my plate. Okay, so now I have holes all along my plate. Now we can string this lace through, and I love lacing as a fine motor skill. You can get creative with the type of lacing you do. I'm just going to feed one end in to just hang out there, and then I'm going to take my other end to feed it through the rest of them. This is a really long shoelace. Lacing, like I said, you can do a running stitch, you could do a loop stitch or a whip stitch. And one thing about lacing is it does take bilateral control, so the use of both hands. And you still have some of those visual perceptual skills there as well, because we are having to target that hole. So we have some nice skills practicing here and a fun little craft to do it with. Don't even know that you're working some of these skills. If you're working on grasp and a fine motor grasp, you can really encourage that pincer grasp between your thumb and your index finger of the tip of the shoelace as you feed it through the hole. There you have it. You have your paper plate face that has worked multiple fine motor skills. Again, just a fun way to exercise your hands and your eyes and your brain. Thank you.